welcome back to another video, and this is a very special one in that we are finally wrapping up the Studium quest. So we're going to accept the last one, the Meeting of Minds. Keela Alipo has been eagerly awaiting your return, and apparently we get a very special present, so I can't wait to see what that is. Ah, Claire, just who I was looking for. I wish to thank you for helping the students and staff from the various faculties. Their work has become the talk of the Studium. You've made a real difference. Actually, while you're here, there's a pressing matter I wish to discuss. Haven't heard the many glowing accounts of your work. Another official of the Studium has requested an audience. Would you be able to spare time to speak with him? Wonderful! Then let's head over to Learner's Meet. This is Learner's Meet. He should arrive any moment now. Let's take a seat. My apologies for keeping you waiting. I'm just guessing on the voice. Oh, I wasn't expecting him. Before we proceed, I wish to extend my sincerest thanks on behalf of the Studium for all you have done to aid our faculty and students. By the sounds of it, they have made remarkable findings, one and all. That is why I would hold an assembly that we might discuss the overarching impact of their research. Such gatherings are how academia evolves and advances. The shared knowledge of our works, be they successes or failures, that all may strive to improve. Precisely. Knowledge begets knowledge. Amassing and combining findings from a host of fields often leads to the creation of entirely new disciples, one of the very reasons for which the Studium was founded. Which brings me to the reason why I asked you here. Might it prevail upon you to speak with the faculty and invite them to this meeting? It would be my pleasure. I mean, what else can we say? Excellent! I can think of no one better suited to the task. You were, after all, a key factor in all their successes. Splendid! You have my thanks. Well, that's that then. And you didn't rush over to deliver these invitations. Pray speak with the faculty and students in your own time. When you finish, return here and I'll see to readying a chamber for the meeting. So we get to see old friends again. Claire, it's so good to see you. Least you wonder, Professor Tenkin and I are doing quite well. But to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit? Is that so? I suppose the professor and I could share what we've learned from the various cultures we emulated. Come to think of it, we've yet to share the news of our union either. The proposal was so sudden we scarcely had time to invite any of the faculty, let alone hold a reception. All the more reason we should attend. We'll be there, absolutely. Professor Tenkin should be most glad to hear about this. I'm surprised she's still referring to him as Professor instead of just his first name. My, what a surprise! Don't tell me you've come with a souvenir from some far-flung land. Not quite. Oh, first I am promoted to tenured professor, and this momentous opportunity presents itself to me. Of course I shall attend. Were it not for you, I would never have proven my theory, and I would be a fool to overlook a chance to present my findings. Yes, a bold first step in honoring Professor Neely's legacy. Well, they seem to be doing alright. Let's see how the others on this side are doing. Well, well, look who it is. To what do I owe the pleasure? Oh, that sounds lovely! At long last, your research will receive the recognition it deserves. Oh, Professor! Oh, Borek, stop. I understand how you feel, but this is no time for tears. Professor Namono will wish to attend as well, like as not. I'll have a word with him and see if we can prepare a suitable compilation of our works. Claire, what a pleasant surprise! Would you care for a quick meal at the last stand to commemorate our reunion? Well, that sounds wonderful! It'll be my honor to attend. I may never have a better opportunity to inform my peers of the benefits of fine dining. Perhaps I'll invite Professor Gavarich and a few employees from the last stand to prepare samples of Milran bread for those in attendance. In any case, there is much I must do to prepare. Until then, Claire. Ah, Claire, I must admit, I did not expect to see you here again. I see. I certainly heard of such events, though I never dared dream a student such as myself would be invited to one. Don't tell me you're getting cold feet already. The Jude I know would relish such a challenge. Perhaps you're right, Jerome Marie. This would be the perfect opportunity to demonstrate what a boon the Starlands could be to the academic community. Alright then, Jerome Marie and I will set to work preparing a presentation at once. Well, that was quick. Nice to see that everyone is doing so well. Welcome back. Well, what did they say? Very good. They have all worked so very hard. It is heartening to hear their efforts will be rewarded. The assembly will be held at Aporia and Labyrinthos. I have no doubt they would all be glad for your attendance, so please do stop by if you have the time. Ah, before I forget, the Scarlock requested you be treated to a meal at the last stand as thanks for your help. And there's still time before they're set to begin. Would you care to go now? Oh, that's nice of him. To the last stand, then! I don't know why they're all so keen to get us down to the last stand. Then again, I mean, if this was real life and someone was offering to take me down to, like, a free meal, I would never say no. So this particular quest is just wrapping everything up, and I wonder how that's going to all tie together. I guess everyone sharing their research and everything, that would make everyone really excited. Especially since they could probably work together on a lot of these different projects. I hope you don't mind, but I've already ordered for the both of us. The meal was meant to be for you alone, but I'm sure the Scarlock will forgive me for partaking of his generosity. Oh, To be fair, that sounds like something I would have done anyway. It's true. My sister has the diet of a savage. Not but rock-hard bread and wildflowers day in and day out. I think I know who she's talking about. Chloe. Zoli, I think her name was. She runs the orphanage in Idleshire. Forgive the interruption, but have we met? I swear you're the spitting image of one of those intrepid adventurers that visited the moon. Oh, you remember me! Aha! I knew it! The name's Searching Way, by the way. Seeker of knowledge and all things curious. Elaborate! Why, if you aren't the most adorable creature, forgive me, but I cannot help but notice how wonderfully fuzzy your ears are. May I? Again with my ears. Honestly, what is it with you people and... very well, you may rub my ears, but I must insist on something in exchange. Well, some of our finest academics will soon be gathering at Aporia, and I've no doubt that they have curious and otherwise intriguing things to talk about. I see. May I ask the reason for this meeting of minds? To share their research, obviously. Perhaps further explanation is in order. The greatest minds of Aetherius come together to share heretofore unknown knowledge? That really does sound intriguing, and you'd allowed me to observe this gathering? You would first need permission from Skylark Monty-Chang, but... Then what are we waiting for? Where is this Skylark Monty-Chu? It's Skylark Monty-Chang. And please bear in mind, there is a chance he may refuse you. Still, I see no harm in asking. If you would go to Learner's Meet, I will have him meet us there. Splendid! Let's hop to it then. Right, but I better go and... Hold on a moment, I never got to rub his ears! I'm starting to get the voices all kind of mixed up in my head. I really don't think he'll refuse. I mean, he encourages knowledge and learning and everything, so I'm sure he'll be thrilled. Worry not. I will do my very, very best to convince the Monty-Chang to allow my attendance. Monty-Chang. Scarlock Monty-Chang should arrive shortly. Curie and Claire, what is it you wish to discuss? Searching Way here is very keen to attend the forthcoming meeting you've arranged with the faculty and students. I came to Aetherius in search of the curious and wondrous, and this place has both in equal measure. What's more, it smells of... knowledge. I should certainly hope so. Charlene is known as a great seat of knowledge, and the Studium is the foremost of its many academics. It is our honor and privilege to encourage the scholarly pursuits of students and faculty both. Their shared insights given rise to heretofore unseen disciplines and fields of study. That sounds absolutely fascinating! Oh, please, sir, may I attend this academic meeting of yours? By all means, the more the merrier, I say. Thank you, Skylark Monty-Chang. I will inform the relevant parties of his attendance, and see to it he has clearance to enter Labyrinthos. Thank you, my dear. 'Tis clear Searching Way is a kindred spirit with a passion for learning, and I could not very well deny him the opportunity to sate his curiosity. Thank you, sir. Thank you. We haven't much time until proceedings get underway. Let's get going, shall we? the faucets!
Absolutely amazing! I most certainly come to the right place.
Oh, so nice to look back on everyone. I trust the proceedings were to your liking.
Oh, it was magnificent! There's so much we Loperites have yet to see of Aetheris. So much to learn. Earlier you mentioned how they create new disciples by sharing. Does this mean you plan to have all these people working together in future?
I do indeed. That's precisely why I suggested this meeting of minds in the first place. The exchange of knowledge and ideas will invariably lead to ever greater discoveries.
But how exactly do you plan to combine their fields? They seem entirely unrelated to me.
Any thoughts? Given all you've seen, I imagine you must have an idea or two as to how to further advance their work. New use for labyrinthos, explore the sea of stars, the great unknowns of the universe. Wow, those are some really good ideas. Yeah, I mean, they could probably do that. The great unknowns of the universe. Oh, you touch on the very heart of learning, my friend. The desire to conquer the unknown and the first step to all the great discoveries. And I dare say there's no greater unknown than the great expanse. Well said, Scarlock Monty Chain. Ah! We too have been given thought as to what our combined efforts might accomplish. It occurred to me that by applying Professor Telequast's research on etheric currents to the data obtained via my star lens, it may be possible to discover other stars capable of supporting life. And we needn't stop there. Thanks to the work done here in Labyrinthos, we know travel to other stars is possible. With sufficient stores of Milvern bread, we could surely weather the journey, however long it may be. A marvelous idea! The Golden Dayata should prove useful should we require the translation of foreign languages we may encounter there among the stars. And if we can communicate with those we encounter, then we should be able to share our cultures with them. You can leave that part to Professor Tankin and me.
With you all working together, your chances of encountering heretofore undiscovered intelligent life are better than good, I'd say. But what would you say if you meet them?
That's a good question. What would you say? Aww. I'll tell them about hope. Why not?
That's it! Medion was sent out to explore the stars and search for the meaning of life. Sadly, her fruitless quest led her to the very depths of despair. But if you could do things differently, you could go and spread the word that hope yet lives on.
Most admirable endeavor, and who better than we to see it through? After all, not even the final days could extinguish the flame of life on this star. Wow! So we basically set everything up to one day be able to travel the stars. Did not think about that, but hey, it works! Did not see this coming.
That was brilliant. Part of me is glad it's finally over, though. Organizing everything was no mean feat. More importantly, I can't quite believe that your offhand suggestion has effectively created an entirely new academic field. But I suppose if anyone should be taken seriously on the subjects of seeking out the unknown, then it is you. It's rather exciting to think I might someday help in the exploration of the stars. At any rate, thank you for everything, Claire. Oh, but wait! Where is Searching Way? I still need to rub those adorable little ears of his.
I don't know. I think he ran for it. Oh, we got a new minion! We got the Golden Diata! Overeducated. Oh. Where is it? Here it is. Not the real one, is it? Where? Here it is. Faithful replica of the artifact being studied by Professor Ruusha. This translation device is believed to have been created in the likeness of a catfish. However, none can say why the ancients chose such a whimsical form for it. Something lost in the translation, perhaps. Oh, look! And it's just a replica, unfortunately.
We need to find Searching Way. I cannot go on much longer without petting a loperette. I can't believe my theory is so widely applicable. Working with my colleagues in the other faculties is going to be an honor. Just think of the life we might discover and the ether currents, perhaps both at the same time. It looked like my dress gave the professors quite the culture shock. What do you mean culture has nothing to do with it? Regardless, I'm just happy we can continue sharing different cultures with all kinds of people.
There are bound to be researchers just like us out there. We must be bold and seize any opportunity we have to communicate with other life forms. Don't tell me like a future expansion is really us going to be going off to a new planet. Wouldn't surprise me, but hey! At this rate, this story will never end, will it? I'm not against it. If you end up exploring new planets, then you can leave dealing with their inhabitants to me. I fancy myself a rather good negotiator, you know.
I think we might even be able to travel to these celestial bodies someday. The idea of encountering alien life forms does scare me somewhat, but I think I'd get along better with them than those at the poetry club.
Probably.
Isn't this exciting, Claire? There must be worlds of cuisine out there that we've never even seen before. With our sights set upon the stars, the scope of our gourmet research will be practically limitless.
Melvin bread could certainly sustain us during an extended journey amongst the stars. Even the most delicious foods become tiresome after a while. We shall require new flavorings. Curry, mayhap, or even seafood. Well, he's getting into the whole thing. Oh.
That which falls from above has historically been viewed as a gift from the gods. Simply put, people have long viewed space itself as the realm of the divine. Truly incredible to think we are on the verge of exploring it.
And nope, still says the same thing. I knew the Golden Nayata would go on to do great things, so I can't wait to see her connect us with the stars themselves. I'd be lying if I said I didn't miss the days when the subject of our research was a little less broad. However, I'm willing to do anything for the professor. Aw, that's so nice. But I think that's just about it. I think that really is all that we can do. So yes, we finished it. We finally completed all of the faucets, and I'm really glad for that. We got a new minion. We got some really high crafting and gathering jobs. I'm good to go. So until next time, everyone, take care.